Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. So, we're gonna start this one out like a virtual drinking game. Every time you see something that I'm about to tell you that applies to you, type in the word shot. I mean, we really can't take virtual shots. And I'm sure the channel would get absolutely deleted if I do that, so virtual drinking game. Why? Well, yesterday Project Veritas leaked a document that somebody with it, a whistleblower within the FBI, had gotten to them. And it is one of those law enforcement sensitive bulletins that are often passed around, distributed from the FBI to state, local PDs and stuff like that. And this one has to do with anything American, basically. If you have any interest, belief, in the founding documents, the Second Amendment, or the such, then you're probably on a list. Let's look at the first page of the document here. So you can see this comes from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and it's regarding militia violent extremism, domestic terrorism symbols guide. I'm going to read you some of this because it's a picture that was taken and given to Project Veritas, and it's been issued on all of the socials. So this is like a picture of a picture, so it's not as sharp as could be. But the summary says, the following symbols are used by anti-government or anti-authority violent extremists, specifically militia violent extremists, or MVEs. MVE symbols are often found on propaganda, online platforms, memes, merchandise, group logos, flags, tattoos, uniforms, etc. Widespread use of symbols and quotes from American history, especially the Revolutionary War, exists within MVE networks. Historic and contemporary military themes are common for MVE symbols. Now this part is in bold because it's for emphasis. The use or sharing of these symbols alone should not independently be considered evidence of MVE presence or affiliation or serve as an indicator of illegal activity, as many individuals use these symbols for their original historic meaning or other non-violent purposes. So that means that if you use any of these historic symbols that came from the beginning of this country, man, you might not be an MVE, but they're definitely thinking you could be. This should be a majority of Americans. All right, let's get ready for that virtual drinking game. Let's see. Here are the symbols. The boogaloo. How many times have we heard that phrase? And the original goes back to Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo, which was a fantastically horrible video, a movie from the 80s. If anybody was a breakdancer, raise your hand. Then they go on to the anarcho-capitalism, Punisher skulls. There is a huge part of police that use Punisher skulls. There's a huge part of military that use Punisher skulls. But if you, the average civilian, uses a Punisher skull, then they're going to cast a little suspicion your way. The warrior culture, anything with the Spartan helmet. Anything 2A. That should be all of us. I'm sure we're all on the list because of this. This is funny part. We'll read this one. MVEs justify their existence with the Second Amendment due to the mention of a well-regulated militia, as well as the right to bear arms. Well, FBI, that is the founding of the country. That's what defeated the Redcoats. That's what secured this land. Oh, the FBI is so far gone. Let's go back here. Anything with Molon Labe, anything with the electrical resistance, because you're a resistor of the government. The black flag, which is no quarter shall be given. Then if you fly things, or like the symbol of the Gadsden flag, which is about as American as you can get. It's for gun rights and limited government. But, you know, big government doesn't want anything to do with limited government, because they'd all be out of a job. The Liberty Tree. If you remember the video, I'm going to post that video above, because I don't think many of y'all have seen that. I took you to the original location of the original Liberty Tree in Boston, Massachusetts. I've taken you on this channel to all of the places that they hate in this letter, in this little guide. I've taken you to where the original militia line was on the Lexington Green. I've taken you to the bridge at Concord where we decided, you know what, today's the day. I've taken you to these locations. So what does that say about this channel? Hey, you FBI agents and ETF agents in the chat, let me know, and welcome to the drinking game. Let's keep going. Revolutionary War imagery. Well, Jared brought us to the battlefield, so what does that say? Or the Betsy Ross flag, the first flag of the United States of America. If you love that flag, if you fly it, There's a problem with you. Not with the FBI. There's a problem with you. Let's go back to this. All right, this is the second page, the back page of this document that was leaked to Project Veritas, which they put out all over the country. And common phrases and references in which the FBI would say, you might be an enemy. Here we go. Let's look at some of these. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. And variations. Well, that's what started this damn country. We are everywhere. Expect us. I will not comply. And all enemies, foreign and domestic. That last part is on the oath of every one of these bobos' careers. They all raised their hands and said this, these fools. Next, the Liberty Tree must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Again, I took you to the Liberty Tree. Next, I became unreasonable. Next, his name was Duncan Lemp. Next, well-regulated American militia. This next part has 5 names on it, and it's martyrs of MVEs. And one thing you'll find here, let me know, comment down below if you notice this before I say it, but all of these people were taken out by the government. Next is symbols of militia networks some MVEs may self-identify with. The old 3% logo. Next is the American Contingency, then the Lightfoot Militia, and then the Oath Keepers. The next section is significant events MVEs may reference. Ruby Ridge and Waco. Well, what are those? Those are scenes in our country, locations where the FBI and ATF assassinated people or burned them to death. But pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. You talk about that, you could be part of an MVE. Are there notable attacks or criminal activity that inspire MVEs? And then timeline of key events in MVE history from 2014 to present. And of course, they have January 6th on there, the biggest farce. Guys and gals, this is some bullshit. This right here is some federal FBI bureaucracy bullshit. Let me know what you guys and gals think down below. How many virtual shots did you take? Ah, hell, this might actually lead me to take some real shots. This goes to show you that the FBI thinks that probably 2/3 of this country are dangerous. Dangerous to what? Dangerous to what they want, the direction they want, what the administration wants. If you're not picking up what I'm putting down, maybe let me know in the comments down below. Are we crazy? The FBI just put it on paper, but we're crazy. The FBI hates you. Guys and gals, until we see each other again, please be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. Why? Because they don't like it. They can't stand it, and it makes them quiver in their boots. I'll see you on the next one. Please subscribe to the channel and check out my other channel, Freedom Garage, which is what I do to get my mind off of this big heaping pile. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.